Of course, I make a video when I'm breaking out like crazy. Um, Anyways, it's been a while since I've talked on this channel. I've been deciding what I want this channel to be, and I think I'm just gonna make it like a talking channel where I just talk about stuff in life. Because I'm a thinker, I'm a ponderer. I ponder a lot. Um, but you know, I'm thinking about making another channel though, because I have been starting my custom paint stuff and I really want to share that with you guys and stuff like that. I think it would be really fun. And do like reactions and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. I just got back from doing my psychology exam, so I feel a little bit nervous. But I got myself a matcha from my favorite matcha place. It is this is called the Cloud Matcha. Delicious. Anyways, let's talk about life. Let's talk about having a strong personality and not really fitting in. Let's talk about that, you know? So, to keep this short and sweet, because I don't want to go into detail about everything that's been happening in my life lately. But to keep it short and sweet, I've been having a lot of stuff happen in my life, and I've been losing connections, and recently I lost a connection with people I've known online for like 5 years, maybe a little bit longer. Some a little bit longer than 5 years, but I didn't really lose all of them. It was just like a small little niche group of people in that group of people that weren't really comfortable with me, and really the issue was that like I just wasn't compatible. And I think that happens a lot. I think when friend groups grow apart, it's because you're discovering yourself and you change as a person, and you figure out that like some people aren't really like they don't have really strong personalities, but someone like me, I'm really confident in who I am. It took me years to find who I was and to give myself credit for going through the things I've gone through and making like success and building success. I've done a lot of hard things in my life, and I'm still doing hard things in my life, but as I get older, it becomes easier to navigate these hard things than I would say when I was like younger. You know, I've been online for a while, been an online artist for a while, and you know, you just kind of navigate through things a little bit differently when you're younger. But sorry if I'm sweating, by the way. My car is not on, so if you see me sweating, it's because it's hot in my car. Anyways, but basically, I've grown into the person I've grown into, right? I'm 21 years old. I'm changing my career again, you know. Going back to school, it's a lot, right? I already graduated, and I'm graduating again, and then I'm going to graduate for a third time. So you know what I'm saying? Like that, it's a lot to take in. But throughout this time, I've discovered that, you know, I'm not really everyone's cup of tea, and I think that goes for everybody. I don't think everyone is everyone's cup of tea, and for me, I just wasn't this group's cup of tea. At first I was, and they loved it, but you know, as I changed, because I'm growing and there have been things happening in my life that have been causing me to change, I don't think everyone was really happy about the change that I was making or the changes I was going through as a person. And yeah, we just kind of grew out of each other. And you know, some people weren't fond of me, and honestly, I wasn't fond of some people, and that's okay. I think that's okay. Like nothing ended nastily. Like nothing was nasty or, you know, dramatic. Thank God, because I wouldn't even deal with that. I wouldn't even have the brain capacity to deal with that. I would just say, okay, fuck you guys. No, but literally no hate towards them. No like I don't wish anything bad on them or harm. I think that's immature. It's just, this sounds weird, but it feels inconvenient. Like it just feels like a big inconvenience more than like, oh my gosh, I just lost my friend of like 5 years. Like, no, I just feel just kind of like inconvenienced. Like I just feel kind of inconvenienced. Like, I don't really feel like bursting out in tears and being like, oh my God, I lost everyone. I'm all alone again. Because I'm not alone. You know, I had this conversation with my friend, and we were talking about like genuine friends and people that are your friends. And, you know, we were talking about like genuine friends, and those are people like you can share like your deepest, darkest secrets to, and your hardships and everything, and they'll be there at your lowest, you know, and you can go to them for anything, no matter how busy they are, no matter, you know, if they're going through something as well. But like, there are people you can run to, and you are also a person that they can run to as well when they are struggling. You know, and then there's just friends who, like, they're people you talk to on a daily, like you hang out with them time to time and stuff like that, but you're not really like going beneath the surface, right? And I think everyone knows the concept of this, but for some reason it took me like a really long time to figure out this concept. Surprisingly, I don't know. But with that conversation, it really helps me navigate like genuine friends and like people that are just your friends because they just know you. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't think anyone as of right now really knows me except for like 2 people. Yeah, I don't think anyone really knows me. And honestly, like, there are some points in time recently where I don't even know myself. I don't recognize myself in the mirror. I don't recognize like my own handwriting or anything. I'm just kind of like zoned out. And honestly, I've been burnt out. Like, I've been really burnt out. Oh, and I'm sorry, this isn't scripted. So like, if I'm going all over the place, I'm so sorry. I hope you can just listen to this in the background while you do something. But you know, I'm burnt out. And I don't recognize myself anymore. You know, the person I claim to be, I'm really stubborn. I'm hard-headed. Maybe I'm a little hot-headed. Maybe when I get upset, you know, like, I get a little intense. People say I'm aggressive. You know what? I own it. Because that's who I am. That's just who I am. And, like, obviously, I better myself every day. I don't just, like, sit with the bad stuff. I better myself. And I put the work in. And as long as I keep working on building myself and growing and everything, like, I think I'm going to be just fine. And if you're going through something like this, I think you're just going to be just fine. Everything is going to be just fine. Even if it feels like the world is falling apart, which it currently is. It currently is. But you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going on with your life. You can't put your whole life on hold because things are falling apart. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that. When it felt like my life was falling apart or things around me were falling apart, I put my entire life on hold. For what? For what? It didn't help me. It didn't help anyone else. I was fucking miserable. And right now, I refuse to be miserable. Even though I'm burnt out, there are days where I just want to, you know, but I don't. Because it's going to get better. I'm not like the most positive person. I'm a natural pessimist. Like, I'm cynical. I don't see the good in everything. I don't. I can't. But I just know that it's going to be worth it in the end to keep fucking pushing. And you're not always going to have a friend or someone by your side to tell you to keep fucking pushing. you're gonna have to save yourself. And yeah, you're just gonna have to save yourself. But yeah, it's hard being different. It's hard not getting along with everyone, no matter how hard you try. But I'm tired of sacrificing pieces of myself just so I can fit in. The people that stay with you, despite your flaws, despite the way you act, despite, you know, they know, like, not everyone likes you, but they stick by you. That's someone you should keep in your life. The person that supports you, no matter what phase in your life you're in, that's someone you should keep in your life. And that's really it. Like, you know, I let people lose me. If they don't want to be a part of my life, I'm not going to beg them to stay. I'm not going to beg and plead and cry and send paragraphs upon paragraphs. I'm done with that. That life is over. It does me no good. I've gotten to a point in my life where I just move on to the next thing. You know, that's all you can do. You can move on to the next thing. Sure, it hurts. And it will hurt sometimes. But I've gotten to a point in my life where it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm numb. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not good to be numb. But for me, it has been the only way I have survived. And I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. But I'm still surviving. So, yeah. Anyways, if I can do it, you can fucking do it. You know, we're in this together. So let's grow together. Let's fight together. And keep pushing. Because it's going to work out. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. It's super hot in my car. And I have no idea what I'm yapping about. But it felt good to yap. So, I hope to post more videos like this. I know it's not going to gain traction because it's really boring. So, but it's whatever. I do what I want. And I like doing what I want. So, that's all it is. Anyways, bye. I'll see y'all later.